Jaden Cornelius, and I was very, very lucky last December to take part in the launch of a very amazing campaign called the Kiss and Hugs Project, which is based here in Puerto Morelos in Quintana Roo in Mexico. And it's all about sharing the love. It's all about creating an example of love and friendship and peace and zero discrimination and total acceptance of all people. And we started, and animals también. So we started this campaign back in December. It was started actually by a lovely young lady who's here with me today. I'd like to introduce you to Sandra Dayton, who's the founder of the Kiss and Hugs project and also the campaign manager. So I'd like to introduce you now to Sandra. Now, as I've got you here, I'd like you to tell us, how did everything start? What was your passion behind it? When did you first think about creating this campaign, and what was the reasons behind the creation of this campaign?
Well, over about a year and a half ago, I just noticed the tourists and the people that were coming to Puerto Morelos were really stressed out and pretty upset about what was going on, wherever they were from or of the world or whatever. And here at our spa and our market, we always give hugs. And what I saw was everybody was open to give a hug. And I was surprised everybody would give me a great big hug, and you could feel that they really needed it. And so I started thinking about it, and then when I would go to town for dinner on the weekends, I started noticing that Puerto Morelos, we're huggers. You go to the restaurants, you go to businesses, and people that are coming to Puerto Morelos, tourists, and people who live here, or people who have apartments or condos, and they come for the winter, and then you have people that are tourists here. Well, we all know one another, and people have been coming back for years, and that's the first thing everybody does is give everybody a hug. And I just thought, wow, we could be a role model for the rest of the world. This is wonderful. And so I started thinking about it, and I made a poster. It's a Kisses and Hugs project. We really um, concentrate on the hugs. And I went around to the restaurants and establishments and asked them to put the poster up. Should I get the poster?
We can show a poster later, yeah.
Okay. And to put a poster up, and it was just about people coming to their establishment and wanting a hug and getting a hug from the people in the establishment and just learning how to be nice to one another and how to love one another. And it all comes from a hug. People coming out to the spa, I get to talk to them a little bit more and get to know them a little bit better. And I started passing posters out to them. So now we have posters all over England, all over Europe, all over Canada, all over the United States. People that have schools and centers and health centers and wellness centers and just people who need it and want to give hugs to everybody. So now we've established that, yeah, everybody does need a hug. And this people, we have the posters all over the world now, which I'm really excited about. And then I talked to you, Jaden, and you helped me put a website up about Kisses and Hugs, and we have that in many countries now, don't we?
A lot of people are members of that, yeah.
And
Absolutely,
so
all
I
over the
keep
world.
that up with the hugs. And so we created a song last year, and we had a Mayan composer do the song in Spanish, Mayan, and English. And Jaden, you sang the English version. And we had that at La Serena. And everybody gave a big hug after the song was. And so we got to keep going with it. And so this year we are scheduled to we have a new song, and we have a flamenco guitar player who composed a song in Spanish, and we have Jaden who composed a song in English, and we're going to be presenting it on November 10th at 7 p.m. at La Serena. And it's to open the high season for Puerto Morelos in our tourism. Because, boy, after our seaweed problem and everything that's been going on here, we all need a hug.
I'm into that.
Obviously, the state of the world at the moment with its political and racial unrest, with all the wars that are happening, genocide, I mean, everything seems to be going down the wrong path quite rapidly. Do you not think that this is a bad time to launch this campaign? Or do you think that this is actually the perfect timing? Why do you think this is the perfect timing to launch this campaign?
You know, last year when I started out, more cautious, and a lot of things were going on. But the people coming, and the more I talk to people about this, what I'm seeing is that people are really, really opening up to the Hugs Project. And everybody is saying, oh yes, we need a hug. So I have seen a big difference from last year to this year in people's attitude about what's going on in the world. And people are realizing that we really have to start being nice to one another.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sandra, how can people get involved? Would you like to tell all our wonderful viewers how can people get involved with this project?
Well, I'll tell you, it's really simple, and it doesn't cost a dime or a penny. Start giving hugs. And hug your families. You know, there are families and people that aren't speaking to one another. Well, I'll never speak to them again. Well, you know, next time, why don't you go and give them a hug? And maybe you've done that to a friend, or maybe you've done it to people who live around you. You know, I'm never going to speak to them again. Well, go give them a hug and surprise them. You know, that's what I've learned. It's learning how to be nice to people. That's the secret. That's the secret of humanity in life and getting along with one another. And so you could either email us on our Facebook page, or you could make up your own Kisses and Hugs poster. And mine that I made up says, the Kisses and Hugs Project, you need a hug, just ask us. We are part of the Kisses and Hugs Project. We are a model for the rest of the world. We honor everyone that comes to our establishment with respect and love. We are all brothers and sisters. We honor all humanity. Peace and love for everyone. And so that's how to promote it. If you have businesses, or you have medical centers, or schools, or educational centers, or you're just dealing with people. Everybody needs a hug. And so I can't begin to tell you how much fun you'll begin to have when you start hugging others. I know here, what's happened here, everybody just loves to be hugging one another now. And it just opens a whole new world for you. So I invite you to join us and become a part of our project and make it a worldwide project. And just, can you imagine if we all as human beings did this? How nice and how wonderful the world would be to live in.
Amen to that.
And I both know, as do you at home, how easy it is to say, yeah, I'm all about this campaign, I'm all about the hugging, I'm all about the kissing, I'm all about spreading the love and the joy. But how are we going to know that this lot here are going to be doing that?
Well, by letting us know, by taking photos, and taking photos of people that you're hugging, and people that are around, and maybe people that are hugging you. They can send a photo. We'll give you our Facebook information and our website information. If you make posters and you have your own poster, you can get a poster and, from us as well. We'll send you the information, and you can make up your own poster as well and hang that. But I think the most fun thing about it is just to begin and start, because it's so easy and it doesn't cost any money. And you'll learn that you'll just make all kinds of friends throughout the world. And you're on the program, and you're creating love in our world. And right now I'm getting a hug from my tobacco.
You're getting
He
fur
loves
hugs.
to give hugs. See, it was easy to teach him. You can teach your doggies too how to give hugs. Oh, and I get kisses too.
See, the boy's really
Big
involved in the
ones.
campaign.
And see how happy it makes you laugh and that. Okay. Thank you, baby. Well, thank you so much for tuning in and listening to me and my Hugs Project. And I hope we can really get something going. You know, if we don't, who else is going to do it? It's really up to us. And I wish I could give you a hug personally, but if I can, I'll give you a hug just like this now. Kisses and hugs to you.
Lovely.
Guys, you've heard from the lady herself how this whole campaign started and how it's going to continue. So we need your help. We are rapidly translating our Hug and Kiss Zone posters into different languages. I think we're up to 10 languages at the moment that are on the Facebook group. We need to translate them into more languages so people can read them all over the world and display them all over the world. We want to start a hugademic. Oh yes, we want everybody hugging. We're bored of war, we're bored of fear, we're bored of hatred, we're bored of lack of peace. And we want to start loving again. We want to start sharing the love and spreading the love and the joy and friendship around the world. So you can help us if you want any information on how you can create your own hug zone and how you can spread the love and also how you can really aid us in this campaign. Then please get in touch. Go onto our Facebook page, send us an inbox, a direct message, and we'll get back to you with ways that you can help us spread this campaign. Thank you so much for watching, and spread the love. Let's start a hugademic, saving the world one hug at a time.